what is this parse? So basically, parse XML and JSON, you can directly see the option. So it says XML. So whenever the data is stored in XML format, so you might have, people, you might have seen data is also stored in XML format, XML document, JSON document, right? The data is stored in that particular format. So when you have data in that particular format, you can directly parse it and convert into a regular table, or extract the data within the XML document and get the data in a tabular format. That is possible. So that is what this parsing does. Okay. So let us take an example and see what exactly it happens. So I'm going to new source. Okay. I'm going to get a CSV document. I'll before I demonstrate about this, let me go to parse. Okay. There's something called audit log. So there's a data set, audit log, which is in a CSV format. Okay. This audit log is nothing but it's all about Power BI reports. Okay. A export taken from a Power BI service, or Power BI admin environment. They've taken this extract, and if you can see, click on OK so that you can see the data inside. As you can see, it says you have creation date, we have user IDs. Okay. Different user IDs, Brett P, Jen Lawrence, frontlineanalytics.onmicrosoft.com, and this is create dataset, delete gateway. So it's all Power BI related data. And this is fourth column, if you notice, it's all about audit data. And specifically, if you look at it as a weird data, you can see the brackets is opening and a lot of data inside. So when you click on each of these cell, you can see below the entire value. Not only here, if you suppose you click on this cell, it will show the value inside that cell directly in the below. Since we have very big information here, I wanted to see what data we have. And you can see it has got a pretty amount of data. It has got some ID, it has got some record type, creation time, operation, right, user type, user key, user ID, workload, Power BI, client IP address, right? You can see a lot of what is a browser, Chrome, Safari, what browser they have used, workspace name. So it's like the tracking of that users, right? What they are using, which browser they are logging into Power BI service, uh, dataset name they are accessing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. What connectivity mode, etc. So this is all entirely the Power BI data information, audit data. But that is stored in a different format. Like you can see the starting is a curly bracket, ending is a curly bracket. So basically this format is nothing but a JSON format. This data that is stored within CSV, there is a specific column. Again, that particular column has got a JSON formatted cells, right? That is how it is tracked. So the tools or applications track the data differently. It's not in our hands. So sometimes, the system is designed in such a way that they handle the data in a, in better when they scan or export the data in XML or JSON. So in this situation, the data exported audit data is coming as an Excel. However, sorry, CSV. However, one part of the data is like all the details are mentioned in particular JSON format. So in this situation, what you can do is you can select this column and go to this add column, click on parse, click on JSON. So because we know, because you should have some idea about the structure, click on JSON. Automatically that will be extracted like a new column, and it says JSON. Okay. And just say record. Okay. You can also select that record and see that will you getting all those values that we just saw, or with a proper distribution. So now what you can do is you can click on this double arrows, and you should be able to see all the column names, and uncheck this use original column name as prefix. We don't want this original JSON dot something. We want the direct names as it is. And when you click on OK, you see all those new columns coming into your part of your table. You can scroll to the right and see each and every value that we had in that particular row is now as a new column, right? User agent, Mozilla Firefox IP address, right? You can see all that information is available now. Okay, so this is how the parsing is done. Okay, so if you wanted to get some XML data also, you can do the parsing on the XML file. Okay, simply can get an XML file, directly you can pass it. Okay. Or else you can just let me show you that text. Okay. The XML, let me just go to the desktop. There's an XML file. It's not showing up. So let me go to the more. There's an XML connector option also. You can just select XML. You click on connect to XML. There's an XML desktop. Go to desktop. Then XML file. Okay. w3schools.com xml.xml file. Select this. I think it's loading. So automatically it scans because we already used an XML connector. It is passing within the connector. Okay, we need not specifically pass additionally. Okay. So the the data that you're seeing is particularly in XML format. If you wanted to look more into this, like if you want to see the raw file, go to the desktop and you have this W3 school. This is an XML file. And if you wanted to open this with Notepad++, okay, I will open with edit with Notepad++. So this is how the XML file looks like. Okay. But when we import it, it is showing it up as a tabular format. Okay. So whenever your data gets those values in between, you can parse it. Because if it is directly coming as a JSON, we can directly import as a JSON. We have an, directly we can also get it as a JSON from the file. You can see JSON, XML. But since it's not coming as a JSON, it is coming as a CSV, and then a part of it is in JSON. We have gone with this method under audit log. Okay. Hope this makes sense. It's all about parsing.